Hey guys, what's going on? It's Hook here. Today we're going to be tackling Aphelion's Rest, Legendary Lost Sector. I'm going to try and show you how to somewhat easily get your Master Flawless farm going on this one. So I'll just take you through what I'm doing. I'm going to be using my Void build again for this. First time I ran this and figured out how to farm it, I did end up using the Strand build, which made the final room a little bit easier to deal with, but we're going to take you through just how I do this with the Void build. So, in we go. Alright guys, so the beginning of this, we're just going to be dealing with one Unstoppable and a whole lot of Taken Scions. Thralls. Actually, no Scions, I stand corrected, sorry about that. Thralls only. Maybe a couple of, we got a couple of Knights that are going to be in the following room, but for this entry point, you're really just going to have to deal with these guys and the one Unstop that's going to be coming through any second. What we're going to try and do is get everybody kind of segregated into this hallway and funnel down in through here so that everything kind of be managed a little bit more. If you've ever dealt with Taken Thralls like I have, you will notice that they can be a bit of a pain in the neck to shoot at, especially when using a bow. They tend to jump and dance around a bit, so with the Unstop, we're going to take our usual approach of just kind of funneling them in somewhere, getting the Unstoppable shot on them, and then going for DPS with a heavy. Make sure we get everything reloaded, and then press forward. Now here we're going to have two Overload Minotaurs to deal with, and they can be especially painful given that these like to shoot a whole hell of a lot of stasis. So best way to do this is to try your best to deal with one of them at a time, otherwise you're going to be fighting both of them. We got at least one of them. Again, you can take it a bit slower through this area and have a little bit of an easier time managing. But I've been running this all morning, so I just kind of want to move a little bit quicker. You also want to get moving before you get frozen, otherwise it's going to cause a whole other litany of headaches with those overloads and how fast they regenerate on Master. So we're going to have one Unstoppable to deal with right here. Don't be afraid to use the previous hallway, just keep backing up. If he backs off, move forward, pull him out again. The whole general idea is to just kind of draw him down to where he can be managed a bit better. Same basic principle. Stun, go for DPS. So that is the main bulk of this Legendary Lost Sector. The last part of this room is, it can be a bit intimidating, but as long as you start sectioning the room off, clearing out stuff that's closest to you first, then you can deal with the stuff that's long distance. Because you're going to see that we have two Overload Minotaurs that are up there. Again, they love to chuck stasis in this sector, so you really don't want to be dealing with them a whole heck of a lot, as well as all the other enemies that are out here. If you've got invisibility, if you're using the Void build, I would highly suggest leaning heavily into it, especially for this area. It's going to help you quite a bit. Yeah, Ravenous Taken Acolytes that are up there, along with a couple of Overload Minotaurs. So what you're going to want to do is try your best to go for one Overload at a time. If you can, try your best to avoid the Acolytes. You see I just ended up taking one down, and the other one is going to wander right into that area. We do have a third up there, but he's going to wander into my space as well. The reason that creates an issue is once the Acolytes are down, you'll see that the boss then gets to spawn up above, and it also sends out an unstoppable champion for us to deal with as well. For the unstoppable, we really want to drag him down this walkway again. So sometimes the best way in order to do that is to just kind of get some damage going on the boss, let the enemy know where you're at, and eventually he will come over. There he is. Same pattern, stun, DPS, back off, rinse and repeat. Once you've gotten him to a point where you can finish him, I suggest doing so. Will not only get things done quicker, but you'll be able to save more heavy ammunition that way. The end game here is to get the boss by himself. That way you don't have to really deal with much else beyond him. Not to mention it'll be a lot more helpful for you to get all rewards for all champions being defeated. With that, our boss is dead. And you have now completed another Legendary Lost Sector on Flawless. As always, guys, leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and tell me in the comments how you ended up doing it or how I could have done it better, because we're always looking to improve. Thank you for watching.